Please stop. Yeah, this is another, less familiar character in Toon Link. Not one that really sees a lot of play in Ultimate. Of course, when it was the only smaller Link available in Wii U, we did see a little bit of it. And it's not a large departure from Young Link in particular. But
the only real departure, honestly, is that it sounds like he's smacking you with laminated paper.
Yeah, and honestly, it is phenomenal.
It's a little off-putting. However, Lima not off-put in the slightest. He's going to be the one getting off to the lead here against one of the best Toon Links. Glancing blow on the jab reset?
That's messed up. That's got to be some silly hurt box shifting because of Bayonetta being a
That was like a Z-axis thing too. Yeah. I bet that was like the first Z-axis glancing blow I've ever seen in my life.
Honestly.
That's so sad. The fact that Jojo doesn't get jab resets against Bayonetta because of that is crazy.
That is crazy. And I really expected the up tilt to connect to a back air there, but at that percent, I suppose not going to get it done. Forward throw not quite enough either. But Lima continuing the ledge trap. Back air is going to be what we find to finish the stock. Jojo to Hobo has to answer this one. 94% though, not too bad.
I mean, you're a bomb confirm away from doing this because, I mean, Young Link can get some kill confirms off of bombs. Toon Link can seriously get some kill confirms off of bombs.
See, Toon Link has cartoonish strength.
Yeah.
That's what he's got.
And it's plenty enough. 107 on Lima means that stock is in danger, but only if he puts himself in range to get hit, and you can see that he is very much taking his time around approaching Jojo and kind of waiting for committal projectile options, right? Whether it's throwing a boomerang, pulling a bomb, that's when Lima kind of chooses his moment to get in.
Oh! What a moment to choose there after the fair 1-2, connecting to the forward smash catch. Jojo to Hobo slipping.
And as good of a player as Jojo is, have you gone up against a Bayonetta like this before? Have you seen somebody who hits this hard in your life?
Oh, and that is so unfortunate. The boomerang coming back, normally a benefit, but this time only a benefit for Lima, catching the jump there.
Oh, not setting up a tech chase. Jojo does mash out of that hit stun, getting that nair out, but the hits continue for Lima.
And at this point, if you're Jojo, you just want to take the one. He's at 137. It's tantalizing. Please! And you do get the back hit of the down smash, punish that witch time, and get something on the board for your team.
But is something all you get? Can we see a comeback? You see, Jojo's also trying to make use of that Zair. It's not a very good Zair.
It's
against Bayonetta, though, I get it, though, right? Because you want that horizontal hitbox against a character that has such good burst movement.
It looks like a worm. It's
like a delicious gummy worm.
It's limp. Yeah. It's not a very inspiring Zair.
And yet, we've seen Jojo to Hobo make some pretty good use of it. Can Jojo get the second stock, though? Seen things get slowed down quite a bit, pushed into the corner quite a bit as well, but here comes that damage.
A lot of damage, and we could see the cartoonish strength come into play, but Lima finding a hit, and that, what? SDI to go down, not get connected by the forward air. He has an opportunity off stage.
But didn't recognize that Lima was like just completely out of resources, right? And able to air dodge on stage, only take a light punch. Boy, that Zair is pathetic.
It is something. But now at really awkward percents where Lima's not able to get too much to connect off of the specials.
Yeah, all it is damage, and really don't need that as a Bayo. Now, I mean, a grab anywhere close to the ledge can do it. Lima looking for a straight aerial off stage to do it as well. Or even the dash attack to catch that committal jump, which we saw quite a bit of that drop from ledge, jump from Jojo to Hobo. Got caught out by the dash attack that time.
Yeah, did build up 90%, and we could have seen if he made it back on, maybe bomb confirmed to forward air to take Lima down to the last one. Would have been beautiful to see, but Lima still holding on to two. Only dropping one stock, looking really solid for fabulous Fundies team.
Yeah, one good read is all you need in that case, but we'll see what happens next as Rocky is stepping up onto the stage. And look, when Rocky steps into the ring, I mean, you've seen the movies, you know what happens.
You know exactly what happens. Eye of the Tiger starts playing and we get DMCA'd.
Yeah. And then Cax says, what
happened?
I didn't authorize this.
What happened? Now we're getting DMCA'd for
now we're getting super DMCA'd. There's about to be a fighter jet that crashes in through the ceiling and Walt Disney steps out of it.
Oh, but Rocky.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Rocky, for those unfamiliar, is a powerful Pac-Man player who I believe did put in a lot of work at our recent local at Shockwave.
And honestly, it's not even just at Shockwave. At tons of events, particularly a lot of them online, a lot of them offline, no matter where he goes, this Pac-Man has been a menace. And honestly, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he had a really good showing against Lima at a Shockwave recently. Lima in particular.
He did. You are not mistaken. And I believe that is why we're seeing the counter pick, because this might be the only player on that team who knows what the heck is going on against Bayonetta.
Like you said, yeah. He says, oh, I got this, bro.
Had the chance to not only play against other Bayonettas, but to play against Lima in particular, and that is honestly two different leagues a lot of the time.
And now we're on FD as well, which will take away a bit of that combo game from Bayonetta. And if you've ever seen Rocky play, you know that he wants two things, and it's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
It is a Galaxian ship combo at the beginning of a stock, and then a bell to end it. And boy, he will farm for that and nothing else. But Lima already catching on to that a little bit, which time leading to a bit of damage to start things off.
Oh, that is a big forward smash to punish that extra end lag. You just kicked a fruit.
That would get you banned from Florida events.
Absolutely.
Oh, you squashed my oranges? Yeah, we'll see how much. Oh, that red trampoline was scaring me, I tell you what.
Oh, you do still have access without platforms in the way to really just escape. Oh my goodness.
No escape. There is no escape. You put yourself in any amount of end lag when Rocky's holding that bell, and you can kiss your stock goodbye. He's got so many different confirms, and he knows how to pick the right one at any given moment.
FD really was just such an amazing pick here from Rocky.
I mean, what do you do about the Hydrant as a Bayo, right? Forward smash, congratulations. You've given me a free Galaxian in my hand.
Exactly. And I do believe it is no stage bans that is leading up to this as well, which really does solidify both character and stage counter picks looking really solid between. Oh my goodness.
Crowd
Lima?
getting loud, but Lima does get that back air, the fourth stock that he has now taken. So you can say definitively he has had a good performance. He's going to be looking for more now, though.
Yeah, done his job and more, but looking to extend that even further. 60% is not the end against Pac-Man, but Rocky is adding that percent up. Toss the bell so that he can pick it up in hand, do some Z-drop stuff with it.
Yeah, see, who needs to go for the ledge trap when I can just have this? And oh my goodness, he's going up.
Oh, he's going up all right. Straight to the top. Lima's chasing him up there.
You still have resources to be chasing that? I am shocked.
I am shook. But Lima has the ledge trap set up. The Hydrant not boding well for him. Rocky puts him back off once again. Same setup, just on the other side of the screen this time.
This is what Lima does so crazy good at. Both advantage and disadvantage is he will mix up exactly how many of his resources he will use to hit your shield and mix you up, so you don't know when you need to drop it and get out of dodge.
That bell was so close to connecting. Rocky finds the bell bouncing on the ground and gets the connection into the up smash, only losing one stock. We would have liked to seen it taken in 0, but 1 is better than...
You know, 1's not that bad, considering the fact that Lima really did put on a clinic in that first game.
Looked amazing.
You come back and you say, I've got a solid performance, and you got a guy like Rocky who I can virtually guarantee you is going to get at least 1 stock in this next one, too.
Absolutely. A guy, like you mentioned, has a very refined game plan. He wants 2 things, and it's disgusting. He's going to get that Galaxian combo, and as we saw at the end, he's going to finish it off with the bell.
And honestly, I feel like having Rocky out there kind of puts Fabulous Fundies into a bit of a corner, because you sort of have, I don't want to say an objectively correct decision to make, but I feel like Luis should be the person you send in with the Palu or the Fox to take down the Pac-Man, right?
Right.
Because otherwise you've got the Peach, doesn't do
Great.
the best against Pac-Man. I certainly wouldn't want to send in his Ness against Pac-Man.
Hit or miss at best, I think.
And Shattuck, you know, obviously very good, but Corrin doesn't have a ton of great movement, but we are going to see Send step up to try to take down Rocky's Pac-Man.
And look, Send is never one to back down from a challenge. He is a man on a mission.
I was talking to him earlier, and he said, look, I'm going to be honest, I don't know why they put me on this team.
Yeah.
He was like, not for like any lack of fundies or whatever, but just like Ness and crew battles. Like,
Ness and Cruz is
yeah.
a character.
Hey, when it's being piloted by Send, you never know what exactly you might get. I can say that there will be something explosive. Outside of that, who knows? We'll see. Battlefield for the game. Rocky with 2 stocks. Send with 3 as we get started.
The smooth movement to start things off. Tries to go for the Thunder just to disincentivize charging for that Galaxian, and immediately caught Rocky tossing him. He is so smooth with the movement.
It is easily my favorite thing about watching Send play is just how good that movement is. Great mash out of that grab too. Drifting around the hydrant as well, and that is another Send classic right there.
Oh, doing a great job of trying to cover there, but Rocky's so slippery.
Interestingly, Rocky didn't really capitalize off the fact that Send kept holding his shield despite not even being in the second hit of that Galaxian's range. Tipping his toes with that PK fire, though. Got to be careful of the bell.
It's back in Rocky's hand. This is where it's most dangerous.
What do you do?
We don't find the connection, though, too high in the sky.
I wonder if that was just like really good SDI by Send or something. Because
He stole the bell.
It's mine now.
It's in Ness's hands.
Okay, just dropping it right. And that's another one of those things, right? Is that Rocky's so much more experienced with the bell than you are. Don't take it out of commission if you can, right?
I do love that. You know, if you don't know what to do with Rob's gyro, toss it in the sky, wait for a while. If you don't know what to do against the bell, get it out of play.
Sometimes even if you think you know what to do,
it's better to not.
Yeah. Also, we need to talk about how perfect the spacing on that middle throw from Rocky was.
How did Rocky get to the other side so that up smash didn't connect? How? Was he ready for the tech? And how did he have time to spot dodge?
Because Rocky went for that forward smash instead of something a little bit quicker just to get a guaranteed punish. Send had enough time to get that spot dodge out. Now puts Rocky onto his last stock of this battle.
But like you mentioned, I would be shocked if he wasn't able to take at least one here, and there it, oh my God, it doesn't do it!
Normally on those high setups with the bell, we would see Rocky go for the side B, the power pellet, but I guess he just wasn't confident in having the space to hit that.
Up tilt, the seldom seen anti-air from Pac-Man.
There's a reason.
Yeah.
It's not a good one.
It's not great.
Oh, Send going for drag down up air, but missing the combo, so Rocky gets the free hydrant. PK Flash certainly takes that out of commission, but you got to watch out. Rocky's ledge traps are devious.
Yeah, most players probably, if they weren't familiar with Pac-Man. Oh, he
tried
it the wrong way! Okay, you know, I feel like maybe Send is just a little bit familiar with what to do here.
I think perhaps he's fought a Pac-Man or two in his lifetime.
Maybe just 1 or 2 in his lifetime. Yeah, just a couple.
Great delay there by Rocky, but it's not going to matter. The up smash comes out, and the Pac-Man has been expunged.
I have to point out the in-game tag Ghost looking a little bit like Blinky taking out Rocky, not letting Pac-Man play. He couldn't find any of the
take a
pop-ups.
big sip.
Oh, yeah.
That's the biggest sip I've ever seen.
Some might not call it a sip, but maybe more of a gulp.
Of the large variety, perhaps.
You know?
I can't. If I venture into other synonyms, I might get in trouble. But a large gulp.
Large gulp.
Send hydrated and ready for more. Still holding on to all 3 of his stocks.
Yeah. No power pellets coming out of Rocky, so he wasn't able to turn the Ghost blue and finish the job. So
and next up. All right, I don't know why I said that. I don't know. Oh, no, I do know. This is Justice. This is Justice. Okay. I had to put it together. I forgot that this is the crew for Justice DE coming out with potentially the Min. So that's a hard counter pick to the Ness.
That is a pretty good character going into Ness, I will say. You've got some long arms and a lot of interaction.
Yep.
Don't want to deal with the guy swinging his magic hands at you.
Min's really only got like 1 or 2 modes.
Yeah.
But those modes are pretty good.
Yeah. Get away from me and don't grab the ledge.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 modes.
Boy, I will say though, as good as Min is on stage, right, Ness has quite a few tools to get people off stage at pretty much any %, right? Think about that forward throw especially.
And a lot to capitalize on it as well.
What does Min do about Ness down smash?
Cry?
I know that you have a tether and you can hang there for a little while, but I would personally just start writing a tweet in the middle of the game.
Right. I'm getting walked the dog upon on my favorite game.
It's a bit verbose for me, but yeah, that fits the picture. Justice, though, we saw Justice play on stream earlier in singles. I don't remember who it is they played, but I believe that there was a pretty big upset along the way. What I do know is that this will be another pretty statement win, right? Even if it's not in bracket, you're going up against the one who is perhaps the best Ness, you know, making that claim.
Some might have said that.
Some might have said the best Ness NA. We could certainly say, right? But we'll see what the Ness can do against the Min Min. Like you said, challenge for the young man. It's about all I can say. I mean, it really is that simple. This is a hard matchup. On
Pokemon Stadium 2, a stage where you got a lot of room to work with as well.
Ooh. And so that's one of those situations where just my monkey brain goes, okay, I want to put the Min Min off stage, and I would think just immediately go for the grab and the forward throw as Send there, but instead looking for the extra damage with that dash back PK Fire. And now look, you do have the Min Min at the ledge. Here comes the PK Thunder.
What, and just kick her back off?
He is literally playing Axel low
what
right now.
What did he do? He did not mean to go for that PK Fire out there. Unfortunate misinput. Does still end up taking Justice stock, but just a little trade here.
Yeah, one that didn't need to happen, right? At the end of the day, you say, well, you know what? The Ness got the first stock. Not bad, but it didn't have to be a trade.
In Cruise, that's not what you usually want to see. But still applying a lot of pressure, 60%, and your team did have quite a bit of a lead, so you are allowed to drop a little bit. You were able to take all of Rocky's stocks without losing any, so you've already done your job and then more.
And continuing to do so, man. I mean, this is just... We haven't seen Justice get to play on stage, which is where Min Min needs to be to thrive in this matchup. Haven't seen a lot of preemptive hitboxes have a lot of success. And meanwhile, Send, on the other hand, has been the one throwing out those preemptive hitboxes, getting the Min Min off stage, getting tons and tons and tons of big wins for it.
Exactly, and like you mentioned, you know, the offstage game, not particularly strong for Min Min, and it has been extremely strong for Send, using the back throw just to set up that offstage interaction, and almost got hit by the PK Thunder too, but the back air is going to be what finishes it off. Send looking phenomenal. Standing up despite the fact that he needs to sit back down to continue playing.
I think he's telling the rest of his team to go home.
Yeah.
He
said, my bad on the SD, guys.
Yeah, sorry. I only
team.
took 4 stocks already and just expunged of everything in my path, but very sorry. I thought that he was telling everybody to go home. Like, nah, I got this handled.
He took 6, right?
I thought he took 2 from Rocky.
At least 5 then.
At least 5.
Yeah, you're right. He did take 2 from Rocky. He did take 2 from Rocky.
Right, so 5 stocks.
5 stocks total.
Impressive already, and he's still got 2, and now going up against, well, somebody who does have quite a bit of Ness experience in Yellow-Rello.
If you think about it, he did take 6 stocks if you're counting his own.
The West Balls.
The West Balls.
My favorite. For those of you who don't remember the era of West Balls, the Melee Falco, who would often not only take all 4 of his opponent's stocks, but SD a few times along the way and get the coveted 7 and 8 stock victories.
Exactly.
It's one of those pieces of Melee history that's a little bit like you kind of had to be there to enjoy it.
Right.
But if you dig through, like, you know, GR Smash and documentaries and, like, go through the annals of Melee history, you go, man, Smash has been around for so long and the stories never stop coming.
No. And like you mentioned, Yellow-Rello, a Texas player, Yoshi player, who does have quite a bit of experience against Ness. So that might be where the thought process lay. If the hard counter pick doesn't work, then maybe the comfort pick is the answer.
Well, and let's also consider, too, that some of those Ness combos might not be as effective against Yoshi, particularly that edge guarding, because you have access to that armor. One piece of the edge guarding that's going to be a whole lot scarier is the yo-yo at the ledge, because Yoshi does not snap with a hitbox.
Yeah, and there we go, the PK Fire immediately that was so prevalent before. Yellow-Rello just gets to double jump out of that. Now he is out of a double jump at that point, has to find his way down, but manages to do so just fine.
I mean, it's better than the alternative of taking 30 and also being off stage against the Ness.
Still having to deal with a mix-up, and oh, that was a gutsy swing, but that is Yellow-Rello in a nutshell.
That is the most Yellow thing I've seen, and I'm proud to have seen it happen, because you all should know, a lot of people are like, oh man, Yoshi just runs away and I can't combo him or whatever, but Yellow uses the fact that Yoshi's disadvantage is so good as an excuse to just run in and beat the crap out of you.
Exactly. He spends 90% of his games off stage, and he is using that drift to full effect.
And I should say off stage on purpose.
On purpose, intentionally.
He goes out there of his own free will and volition. Great maneuvering around the back airs, but back throw from Send puts the Dino off stage, trying to cover his way back, and there's that armor coming through.
Getting a little bit shell-shocked there as Send gets back onto the stage.
Ooh, he was waiting for that roll, didn't get one, but still is able to find that stock up tilt into up air. Yellow getting his team back on the board.
High percent, but starting off this next stock right. Able to avoid the back air, but only for a little bit. In comes another one. Send fiending. Oh, that's damage.
Damage that could have been very easily avoidable, but Yellow just trying to stay aggressive, right? Wants to keep putting on that damage to Send, who is starting to really rack up some of his own. You better watch out, son!
Oh! You don't want to be caught on the business end of that PK Thunder 2, and Send is trying to make a business of it.
Oh, Yellow
yeah.
didn't have a double jump.
All out of resources, and that is now an opportunity, but Send covering himself so well. That's going to be the stock.
Yes,
Rello
it is.
is able to hold on to it.
And he's able to stop a rampage, an absolute roll that resulted in 7 stocks from Send.
Literally had to take the bullet there in order to stop it, in order to shorten that PK Thunder 2, so Send would be sent home.
As
least
some
back to the
veterans
bench.
may say, taking the rocket.
Yeah. Now Rello with 1 stock remaining does still have quite a mountain to climb.
I mean, you've got, what, it's just down to Yellow and Capsize.
Yes.
On the rest of the Washington B team. And now you're going up against the Texas A team. And Shattuck coming
Shattuck,
up with the Corrin.
who has done phenomenal today thus far, making it into tomorrow's bracket.
Beat Auger.
Beat Auger.
By the way, that was on the French stream.
Yes.
You all need to go watch that set. It was insane.
It was one of the down-to-the-wire sets, narrowly pulls ahead and has an exciting outlook on tomorrow.
Definitely one of the most exciting players that you're going to get to watch this week. And it's always a treat to get to see Shattuck out at an event, because he's one of those players that, you know, you started out, you saw how good he was at, like, literally, I think he was 12 at Low Tier City 7. And you go, oh, like, yeah, this kid's pretty good.
He's got some talent.
I was talking about this earlier. I was talking to one of our local players, Atomic, about this. He was like, so who do you think is going to be, like, you know, like 2-3 years down the line, like the #1 in DFW?
Yeah.
And that doesn't include Shattuck because he's out in the Rio Grande Valley.
Right.
But I was talking about how I think it's going to be either Johnny or Chef.
Right.
And the reason that those are the two I would pick and not somebody like Lima, for example, is that they're very dedicated to the game, and I've really only ever seen their, like, potential and their results go on an upwards trajectory.
Exactly.
Right? I don't ever see, you know, any real dips or anything really concerning about the way that they're playing the game. I just see things getting cleaner and better. And I feel the same way about Shattuck, and I always have, that you watch him play and you watch the way that he's developed, and you only see things get more and more refined over time.
Yeah, and no stranger to playing against Rel or Yoshi either. And rocking Corrin, this is going to be a very solid matchup to bring him out in as well.
You're rolling in with the assurance that there's virtually no way that Shattuck, like, gets 3-stocked and suddenly your team is feeling dicey. But Yellow is quite an explosive player. I can't rule it out despite the set history here.
Right. There is always the chance that some magic happens. On Kalos, it is not particularly likely that we see any blowouts by damage or by blast zones, but mayhaps Yellow will be able to do some offstage shenanigans. Corrin is somewhat susceptible there if you're able to trade or get in early against the up special.
I mean, Rel's just going to have such a hard time finding his way in, though he does right there get some damage. The problem is that he's going to be taking a lot of damage in return because you have to abuse the armor as Yoshi in this matchup. Not necessarily a bad thing if you're playing a 3-stock to 3-stock singles matchup, but in crew battles, that gets way harder.
Yo, and there we see he's trying to go at that for the forward air, but doesn't quite find it in time because that up special is so large.
That back air breaks that armor because, again, it's subtractive based on the knockback. So once you reach that threshold, you get in trouble.
That back air definitely putting him in a dicey spot. Tries to catch the jump, but just missing with the up air. Rella is able to get all the way to the other side.
Just still barely holding on. He's got to get one. Aggressive drift in, almost gives him the opening he needs, but the front hit of that up tilt means that he's not able to turn it into that up air to finish it off. And Shattuck, we've seen this before. It's not even surprising anymore. When the Corrin goes on to Kalos, it can make it back from the depths. It's only to get that first stock taken. But man, Shattuck on the verge of taking that last stock. Just needs one more hit.
Just needs one more. Rella holding on for dear life, but the back air does find the connection. And that is Shattuck pushing the opposing team down to one remaining member. Fabulous Fundies looking strong.
Yeah, Fabulous Fundies. And again, we're not even seeing Louis Money or Mutace yet. And those are the two guys that are, they're top of the PGR. Like they're up there.
Yeah, Washington B team is going to have to bring their A game if they want to make anything happen here.
Oh, we've got two Shattocks. That's too much talent.
Two Shattocks, and to join them,
one Capsize. And I'm curious, man. I mean, again, we know how good Shattuck is. He's down to 2 stocks, so we could very well see the one player get taken out. But then at that point, you're talking about facing down a gauntlet of more or less, well, it is a tourney.
It is a tourney.
Gotta give it up. That is the right mode. Thank you, Xander
Honestly,
Mobus.
why don't we use tourney mode?
Yeah, really, it's literally, man, Smash community is so ungrateful. They really put tourney mode in the game and they don't even use it.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Anyways, as I was saying, though, Capsize is going to need monstrous wins, like basically the equivalent of 3-stocking multiple different high-level players all in a row to give Washington B team the Cinderella 8-stock comeback. And boy, would that be crazy to see.
Yeah, that would be, at this point, I don't want to call it a miracle, but just short of one.
I can only call it a comeback.
Yeah.
Many people would be opposed to this, but I'll call it a comeback.
He has been here for years.
Oh no, he knows more lyrics than I do. The bit's over.
All right, thank God, because I didn't know any after that.
So you're saying you've just won?
I have won.
That's right, everybody. Commentary is a competition. You should always treat it that way. I'm kidding.
Don't
do that.
Make sure to try to beat your co-caster.
Yeah, make your co-caster look bad at every turn. This will get you hired.
Absolutely.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Anyways, we have Capsize on Final Destination, a great place. We've gone over this before for Greninja against characters less maneuverable than he. The problem is that despite how good that jump height is on FD against a less maneuverable character, Corrin's got Big Sword.
Corrin got Big Sword in an amazing juggle game. These juggles could last forever if Capsize isn't careful, but Capsize is the one doing the juggling.
As a Greninja should, let's be real.
Capsize, as the tag reads, looking to baptize Shattuck here. He might be saying, I'm not the one who needs a miracle.
He's trying to dunk him like the baby at the moment.
Oh my
but
goodness.
Hasn't been able to finish it just yet. 124 on Shattuck, and that means that you're getting pretty dangerously close to being out of Greninja confirm range, and Corrin will never be short of damage to build up on you.
Big dodge there to get away from the back air. Could have been huge for Shattuck to find. The kick is going to do it, though, putting Capsize straight to the corner.
Straight onto that second stock where every single one matters. Does get up tilt into up air, putting Shattuck onto his last one. 7 stocks remain to fight through for the Washington B team. It's all on the back of Capsize, who needs to take down one more from this Corrin. And right now, moving with some great momentum to the tune of 48 and more.
He's doing a phenomenal job, and mathematically, hey, you know, we lost one stock, but if we're able to hold on to this one, take this one from Shattuck, We got 2 stocks allotted for the remaining 6 stocks or 2 players on Fabulous Fundies side if we're able to make it that far.
Yeah, you'll have Mutace and Louis money, and you just need to essentially 2-stock one of them and 3-stock the other. No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah,
honestly.
super easy, right?
It could be an awful lot worse. You know?
I don't really know how it could be. I'm going to be honest.
It's difficult for it to get worse, but we are seeing a lot of fight left in Capsize, and that is what I do like to see.
Hey, Capsize, again, you're fighting for your whole team, so come out here and give it your all. Shattuck putting on quite a bit of damage, and again, these are the percents where it's harder for Greninja to find a confirm. You're looking for a stray hit, a good read at this point.
Up throw?
No, forward throw.
Okay, now we're at percents where up throw is going to do it. Forward throw maybe would have caught on the DI mix, but Shattuck was ready. Back air calling the jump, though, is going to take the stock, take that game. Capsize with 2 stocks remaining. Team on his back.
Very impressive performance here playing as the anchor. Again, you got 2 quite good players to go up against next, and the one coming up onto stage is Louis Money.
Louis Money.
But there is a chance, especially when you're not just lingering on your last stock. It really feels like there's hope.
Look at the swagger of that man walking up.
That's somebody who's confident.
That is a man who is not worried.
Real confident. Crimes own. True Crimes Louis Money.
Looking like he's about to commit some crimes in the ring. I don't want to be on the business end of that.
Some murder, perhaps.
In the video game.
In the video game,
exclusively
yeah.
in the video game.
Just for all of the officials listening. In which case, also welcome. This is Rise and Grind 2022, a competitive Super Smash Bros. Ultimate tournament hosted in the Waco Convention Center in Waco, Texas. It's been a good time this weekend so far.
Yeah, so far I've had a wonderful time, and I hope that y'all at home have had one as well. Looking forward to even more.
Well, there will be more crew battles, more of the bracket ahead of us, but we still got this one to finish in Capsize. Down, but not out of it yet. Took 2 stocks from Shattuck. It was a total of 8 for him to fight through. You got 3 of Louis Money to tackle now, and it's the Palu, so the Fundies are going to be on full display.
Dashtag's going to sit up on the platform. Great escape from Capsize, but just back to another platform. Louis Money been fiending. Oh, wait, this is an opportunity?
It's not Louis Money that's fiending, I can tell you that much.
Capsize smelled blood in the water like a shark. Might be a frog, but like he's got some gills. He's swimming out there.
Here we see, though, a big problem for Capsize, though, is that you can't rely on those aerial combo starters like the neutral air, like the back air's landing to get things started on the Palutena. And normally against a tall character, that's what you're looking for. But her anti-air and air-to-air game is so good that you have to stick with those grounded options to do these things.
Ooh. Oh, Louis Money!
And he made it back.
Deep. He didn't need to do that, but he did.
He really had no reason to be all the way out there, except for that he was confident, and he wants to walk away with his team feeling confident.
He wants to end with 6 stocks remaining.
Don't let anybody take a stock from this man, is what he's saying. However, air dodge putting him low, giving Capsize another edge trap opportunity. Juggles with the up airs will continue, but no drag down combos. Luis escapes once more.
Yeah, one of the few players left in the game that has Greninja experience. Will absolutely not fall victim to the drag down up air. But the up smash is a great call out from Capsize, taking 1.
5 stocks remain.
And now he will try.
Why, I would hope for the Washington B team that he's got that left in him, right?
Right.
Another level to take onto when you're sitting on your last stock. You got 2 more of Louis Money to eat into. But things are falling to the wayside now as the nair to the back air, putting the frog at the ledge, and Luis missing his grab. Capsize gets an opening.
Stuck on the platform now. Oh, he is just keeping Capsize pinned down, and the back air will, at the end of the day, be what it takes to seal it. 5 stocks remaining. All you need is 1, but they had a lot left in the tank. Fabulous Fundies looking incredibly solid. 2 nobody's